to the chat box we are joining from. I would love to read from you. Yes, Bona is joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you, Bona. Thank you for being part of today's call. Every other person, please make your way to the chat board and then let me know where you're joining from. Jamu Sonny is joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Joy Okope is joining from Lagos. Today's Lagos show. Okay, now let's see. Ola Shofalao, thank you for joining. Favor James is currently joining from Ibadan, Nigeria. Ola Shofalao, you didn't you didn't type where you're joining from. We'd love to hear from you. You're joining from Chidima Obianigwe. I hope I pronounced that right. Is joining from Anambra, Nigeria. Akintai Ademola is joining from Ibadan, Nigeria. Yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's nice to have you on the call again today. Okay, Shofala is joining from Lagos. Thank you. If you know anybody that should be part of this conversation, please do a reminder to them. Send them the link again. Let them join in very quickly. Damlola is joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you, everyone. You're welcome. 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 All right, so just enjoy. Adela Adepoju is joining from Lagos. Enjoy the music. I'll take a while for more people to join in. Thank you for joining in tonight. Yes, Richard is joining from Lagos. You're welcome, Richard. Adelaya is joining from Lagos. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's nice to have you all here this afternoon. Thank you for being part of what we are doing at the Data Analytics Elite. We love you and we appreciate being part of what we are doing. Right. So we'll just take like 2-3 minutes more, wait for more people to join, and then we'll be on to the program. Thank you for being part of today's session. I promise it's going to be an interesting and an enlightening session. All right, so 2 more minutes, and then we'll be starting the program in earnest. You're welcome, everyone. If you have not introduced yourself, please make your way to the chat box, type your name and where you are joining from. We would love to see you. Thank you, Jamie. I can see your beautiful and handsome face. Thank you. Yes, everyone, you're welcome.
Let's get together to fight this there will be
Thank you, everyone, for joining in tonight, this afternoon. This is Data Analytics Elite Community, bringing to you one of our very important programs, and that is the Build Data Project. It's a pleasure to have every one of you join us this afternoon. My name is Oluwatomisi Olatoye, and I'm a part of the team, and it's a privilege to welcome you to today's edition of the Build Data Project. Quickly, permit me to introduce the Build Data Elite community and what we are, what we are about. And then I'm sure some of us, this is not our first time being part of the Build Data project. Let me quickly do a quick poll. If you have participated in any of our Build Data project before, can you please get to the chat box and type yes? And then maybe how many times you have participated? 1, 2, yes, 1, yes, no. Quickly, let's quickly do that. If you have participated in the Build Data project before, and you've been part of this journey with us, let me quickly get your response. Yes, Richard once, Bashira once. Okay, Bona, no. All right. So you're having newcomers today. Ooh, I missed somebody say 4 times. James Favor, no, that means your first time. You are welcome. Ahmed, your first time, you are welcome. Adekunle Ibikun, first time, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Wow. It's a pleasure to have you join us. Okay, Kehinde Abdulaziz, yes. 2. Adenle Adepoju, no. Okay. Oh, Adele Adepobola, I'm missing it together now. No. Adele Adepoju, 1. Omowomi Taoid, no. Joy Okwopi, yes, once. Right. Yes. All right. Now, this is the Build Data Project, which is an initiative of Data Analytics Elite community. Now, who are we at Data Analytics Elite community? Now, Data Analytics Elite community is a community of seasoned and experienced data analysts, and we have come together to provide a platform for aspiring data analysts to be developed in the leadership, the tools, the skills, the techniques of data analytics. And then part of what we do is that in Data Analytics Elite, we have academy where we train people on the different tools depending on their level of expertise that they have. So we have the beginners level, we have the intermediate level, and of course we have the advanced level. So at our beginner level for data analytics, we have the Excel class. The Excel class is for people who are just starting. Then we have the Excel Academy, and then we have the SQL Academy. We have the SQL Academy. We have the Power BI Academy. We have the Tableau Academy, and then we have the Python Academy. So for every beginner, everyone that is just starting their journey, we encourage them to join the Excel Academy. And then from the Excel Academy, you can then make progress to the SQL Academy. And then you learn a data visualization tool, which could be Power BI or Tableau, and then move on to the Python Academy. So we want to welcome everyone to this place this afternoon. It promises to be an interesting session again this afternoon. Quickly, let me introduce members of the Build Data Project team to us. If you are on the call, you can just unmute your mic and then just say hello to the house. So like I said, my name is Oluwatomisin Olatoye, and I have the privilege of providing leadership for the Build Data Project team. All right, and then on that team also we have Jamil Sonny. Jamil Sonny, if you're on the call, can you just unmute and say hello to the house?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. It's nice having you here. It's nice having you joining this particular program, and it's going to be an exciting one. Those that have been on this program can testify to this particular program. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamil. And then we have Lawa Abdulaziz, a member of the team.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Tomisin. Thank you for your leadership. Same to everyone. Welcome, everyone. It's nice having you on board. Welcome to Build Data Project. I hope it's fun for everyone. But it's going to be fun. It has been fun all through. Welcome.
Yes, and then we have our visionaire, the strong woman behind everything that we do at Data Analytics Elite, Iremide Olatunji. Iremide, you're on the call. Could you please unmute and then greet the house? Okay, I guess she hasn't joined yet, but of course you will get to hear her voice and get to see our face as we go on in the program. And in the Build Data project, we have a team of mentors, people, professionals, experienced professionals who give of their time to encourage and to help our participants to acquire the skills and then the knowledge. And then we have for the Power BI, we have Mr. Samuel and Mrs. Onyechi Obi as the mentor. If any of them is on the call, could you please unmute and just greet the house? Jamie, could you please let me check if they're on the call so I know that they're on the call. If they're on the call, just let me know.
All right.
Okay, and then for Excel, we have Mr. Stephen Uwambueze and Mr. Oluwatosi Onyelade as mentors for the Excel Academy for the Build Data project. And then for SQL, we have Mr. Samuel Oyedu and Mr. Saka Ismail as mentors for Build Data project for SQL. And then for Python, we have Anatu Angud and Melody Eziani. These are the mentors we have for the Build Data project, and they have been very instrumental to what we do as a team in the Build Data project. It's going to be an interesting session tonight, and I promise that we are going to learn quite a lot today. We're going to learn quite a lot today. So, okay, Jamie, you have something to say to me?
Yes. None of them is on the call at the moment. I think, but I've sent a reminder to them. None of them is on the call at the moment.
All right. Thank you. I'm sure they will join us. Thank you very much. So, yes, like I was saying, the Build Data project is an initiative of the Data Analytics Elite community. We are a community of experienced data analysts. We are professionals, and then we are driven by the mission to help individuals develop their data analytics skills within a community so that they can become proficient in the use of the tools, and that they can become solution provider to businesses and organizations wherever they find themselves. This is what drives us. And one of the way we achieve this vision is to build data, is through the Build Data project. You agree with me that for anybody that is learning any technical skill, one of the things that helps you build a skill and make you become proficient is in the practical applications of the tools that you are learning. So what the Build Data project is about is to provide a platform for aspiring data analysts who probably have learned, taken a course online, have taken a course from a academy or wherever, and now they're at the point of, okay, so now that I've learned, I've read, I've studied about this tool and all of that, what's next? So the Build Data project is to create a platform where they are challenged with real life data sets, and then they can then apply the things they have learned to solve real life problems, apply the tools, learn as they do that, and then we have mentors who are available to guide you through the journey to take you from a point A to point B. And the interesting thing about the Build Data project is that it's open to all. Whether you're a beginner, you don't even know where to start from, you are welcome. There's something for you in Data Analytics Elite. Like I said, we have an academy. We have academies where you can enroll in, and then we'll train you to become proficient in the use of the tool. At this point in time, I'm going to share my screen now. I'm going to take a quick presentation. Okay, Jamie, you have something?
Yes. One of our mentors is available. Mr. Saka Ismail is on the call. He can.
All right. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Ismail.
Good afternoon, everyone. Apologies. I'm so sorry. I joined late. I'm so sorry, and I apologize really for that. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We understand. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. All right. So I wouldn't know, Iremide, are you on the call? Are you in a good place to speak now?
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. How are you? I hope my network is stable.
Yeah, we can
It's a
hear you. We
pleasure
can
to
hear
be
you.
here once again. Can you guys see me? Because my video is turned on and I can't see
Oh, we can't
myself.
see you. We can only hear your voice.
But well, it's a pleasure to be here once again. This is another month. Welcome to the month of July. Happy new month, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. And thank you very much, Mr. Tomisi, for moderating this session.
Thank you very much, Remide, for creating the platform for us to do this. So very quickly, I'm going to be making a presentation. Interested, Adeyemi? I can see that your voice is insightful enough, Remide. That's what somebody is saying. All right, so my own voice is not insightful enough. No wahala. All right, let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. All right, so like I said, I'm going to make a presentation very briefly, just to getting help us to understand where we are on the data analytics journey. Like I said, Data Analytics Elite is a community, and we are open to everyone that wants to be part of what we are doing. All right, so quickly, I'm going to be taking this presentation on the data analyst roadmap. Please, can you see my screen? Please let me confirm to me if you can see my screen. Jamie, can you please unmute and let me know if you can see my screen?
Yes, I
Yes,
can.
please, we can see
Very,
your screen.
All right, thank
very.
you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so quickly, I just want to run us through the data analyst roadmap. Now, I've had many people come to my DM. Okay, so you're a data analyst. What is this all about? How do I start? What is even all this data analysis everybody is shouting about? What is even about it? And then you see many people, they want to start to learn, and then they get on YouTube and start watching videos, and then sometimes they watch videos because some of the videos on YouTube are cut and joined. They don't get to understand what is actually happening. They get confused, and then it makes the journey more cumbersome and difficult for them. So quickly, I'll just run us through from our own experience and from our own knowledge of the data analysis career. This is what we have come up to understand, and that if you are going to go on this road, if you are starting this journey, then this is what you should pay attention to. So quickly, what are the keywords in this? We have data analytics, we have data analyst, and we have a roadmap. Now, data analytics is a science of converting raw data into actionable insight. Now, you probably have heard the statement that data is the new oil. And then with the advent of AI, with the advent of machine learning, with the advent of all of these things, data has become very, very important to every 21st century business. Every business that really wants to make a full proof of themselves and want to stay relevant in the unfolding changes that is happening, then they take data very seriously. And to this end, they need professionals, people who are trained, who can actually help them to understand data, because not many people actually can relate with all the data that is generated every day. Every day, millions of data are generated every day, and not every organization, not everybody can make sense of this data. So data analytics is a science of converting raw data into actionable insight, such that you can help somebody who has no idea about the data to make sense of the data. So it includes a range of tools, technologies, and processes used to find trends and solve problems by using data. So there's a few questions you want to ask yourself if you want to start the journey of data analysis. Number one is this: do you have a flair for numbers? Do you have a flair for numbers? Number two, are you a problem solver? Because what data analysis is all about? It's about solving problems. So who is a data analyst? A data analyst is a person who understands, analyze, communicate, and reason with data in a meaningful way to solve problems. So being a data analyst is not about the colorful dashboards. It's not about the application or you how to use the tools. It's about your ability to understand the whole concept that is called data, analyze it, and then communicate even to non-technical people what this data is saying. Now, somebody said like that data is like orange. The more you squeeze it, the more juice you get from it. So as a data analyst, your job is to squeeze data to get the juice out of it. And then once you get the juice, you want to serve it in a way that is palatable to people, that people are interested. They want to drink of that juice that you have drained and gotten from data. That is your job as a data analyst. So you're able to communicate data insights effectively. And what is the essence? To solve problems. To solve problems for organizations, to solve problems for businesses. Then a roadmap is a strategic plan that defines a goal or desired outcome and includes the major steps or milestones needed to reach it. So for everyone that is joining here today, you are a newbie, you've heard about the word data analysis, and then you are asking, what is this all about and how do I become that? So this roadmap is what will guide you on the steps to take. Now, where are you in the data analysis journey? Where are you as a person? This is a personal question that each one of us must be able to answer sincerely, because when you don't know where you are, you'll be able to define where you are going. So where are you in the data analysis journey? So quickly, I'm just going to run us through some of the stages that we have identified. Number one is stage 1 and stage 2. So as a data analyst, people on stage 1 are people that know data analysis as a buzzword. They hear it, they see it on LinkedIn, they see it on Facebook, they've been seeing it on X, which was formerly Twitter. They hear people put it on their status. I'm a data analyst, I'm a data analyst. But they have limited awareness and understanding of data analysis. They don't understand what it's all about. They need more explanation. So if you are such a person, then you are in the right place. You're in a good place. Here we are going to explain to you what data analysis is all about. So that's people on stage 1. The people on stage 2 are people that are having challenges in getting started with data analytics. Now, they have probably read about it. They have more information about it. But now they're asking themselves this question: where should I start from? What even are the tools that I need to learn to start out as a data analyst? Then how do I learn these tools? Which one should I start with? And then, so these are people in stage 2. They are not certain about where to start from. You hear people say, you want to start a data analysis, go and learn Python. Oh, you want to be a data analyst, it is SQL first. You want to be a data analyst, it is Power BI first. So there is so much information out there, and then people are confused about which way to go. So these are people on stage 2. They already know about it. They are interested. They want to embark on this journey, but they don't know which way to go. Then we have people in stage 3. Now, these are people that have probably acquired the skill. They've learned about 1 or 2 tools, maybe Excel, Power BI, SQL, but they are still underutilizing their skills. They are waiting for a company to employ them. They are still waiting for a job. Okay, fine. But what we are saying here is that at this point, you can actually employ yourself. Deploy the skills you have learned to build projects. This is one way through which you can sell yourself in the business place, and then people can know that, okay, you have the skills. Get data online and then sit down and analyze it and then generate insight from that data. That is how you can make it. You can develop the skills, and then you can show yourself as someone that is skilled. And this is one of the ways and one of the things that the Build Data Project is all about. And then stage 4 are people that are in organizations, but despite their data analytics expertise, they are limited in the sense that the organization they're working with probably does not appreciate the use of data. So many companies still rely on manual repetitive tasks, limiting the scope for data analysis and innovation. So these are people that they are skilled, they know the tools, but by virtue of the job or the organization they're working in currently, they are not able to deploy their skills appropriately. So on this roadmap, on this trajectory, you need to identify yourself. Are you in stage 1, limited information? Stage 2, you have information about data analysis, but you don't know where to start from. Stage 3, you're already skilled, but you're underutilizing your skills. Or stage 4, yes, you have an expert, but currently your organization does not appreciate what you do. So these are things that you need to identify, and then that will help you to know what the next stage to do going forward. And then stage 5 are people that are already skilled. Now, for people on this stage, that means you know Excel, you know Power BI or Tableau, you know SQL, probably you also learned Python, and then you are very skilled, you know what data analysis is all about, and maybe you have also have opportunity of 1 or 2 gigs here and there, but now you are seeking for more remote work opportunities. These are people in stage 5. So I would like to know, where are you on this stage? Where are you on this journey? Quickly, let's head down to the chatbot, and let me see, where are you? Stage 1, stage 2, where are you? Oh, right, stage 5. Adewale, stage 3. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, Adepo, you say stage 5. That's interesting. Oh, Richard says stage 4. Stage 4. Bona, stage 4. Adeyemi, stage 3. Stage 2. Yes. Let's keep it coming. Stage 3, stage 2. Okay, stage 5 is for people who already have the skills, they are expert already, but they are seeking remote jobs. They want to deploy their skills. They probably already know about Excel, Power BI or Tableau, SQL. They've learned Python. They can actually find their way around data. Okay, so thank you, everyone. So it's important that we identify where we are on this journey so that we can know what we need to do going forward. Now, the Build Data project, like I said, is a platform that was created to give people at whichever level they are to continuously hone their skills, solve real life problems, and then get ready to deploy their skills in business, in any organization. All right, so this is where I'm going to end this conversation. Thank you very much for listening. If you need more guidance on this journey, we have a WhatsApp community group. I will advise that you join us, and then every question that you might have as regards your data analysis journey will be answered. It will be our greatest pleasure to take you by the hand and lead you on as you go on your journey of becoming a data analyst. So this is just a brief presentation to help us understand where we are on the data analysis journey, and then to help us know where we are. So thank you, everyone, for being part of that presentation. If you have questions, maybe 1 or 2 questions, you can just put it on the page. Can just 1 or 2 questions. I can ask 1 or 2 questions. Okay, it will help. Okay, Adewale is asking if you can get a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, I will ask my boss. I will ask my boss. If she approves, then why not? Okay, now to enroll for our courses, like I said, we have Academy. We have the Excel Academy, we have the SQL Academy, we have the Power BI Academy, we have the Tableau Academy, we have the Python Academy. And like I said, we have a WhatsApp group where all information is shared. In the course of this conversation, Jamil or Lawal, can you please post the WhatsApp group so that whoever wants to join the WhatsApp group can start joining can start joining from now. That's a community. That is where we have our community, where we have our everything going on. And then yes, you can be a part of us. So to enroll for the course, the information about how to enroll will be shared on that platform. Currently, the Excel Academy is ongoing, the Power BI is ongoing, and then you can signify your interest for the next cohort. In the month of July, the SQL Academy and then the Python Academy is also going to start. The SQL Academy and the Python Academy is going to start in the month of July. More information about that will come up later. So very quickly now, I'm going to take a moment to explain again what the Build Data Project is all about. Remide, are you in a place to talk? Would you like to take that? Or I should go ahead?
My check to missing. Please, you can go ahead. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I'll
very
come
much.
in during my session.
Okay. So now the Build Data Project. So like I said earlier, on the Build Data Project, what we are about is providing the platform for people that want to sharpen their knowledge and sharpen their skills. So what we do is we get together every month like this for an onboarding session. Currently, we are working with 5 tools of data analysis: Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, and Python. Now, every month, depending on your preferred tool that you want to build a project on, you are assigned to a group, or you join any of the group. And then in that group, you'll be assigned the data set and the brief of the project that you're going to do. So the way it runs is this: you can only join a group or use a tool per month. So this is the month of July now. So you can decide that for July, I want to build a project in Excel. You cannot join 2 groups within a month. So next month in August, you can decide, okay, I've mastered Excel to a level, I want to go on to Power BI. Then you can then join the Power BI team. Now, one thing again is this: in the Build Data Project, we don't teach or train on how to use the tools. The Build Data Project is to help you apply what you have learned from the use of the tools. So what it means is that before you participate in the Build Data Project, you probably have taken a course in the Excel or Power BI, and then you are now coming around us here to now apply the skills, the learnings from the courses you have taken to build real life projects. Because in the group that you'll be assigned to, nobody will be going over to now take you from the rudiment. What is Power BI? How do you load data to Power BI? We are not about that. And that is not to say that in the course of working, yes, there will be interactions, there will be, of course, teamwork will happen, you have questions, things that are not clear, and the people within your team can explain to you. But at the barest minimum, you must have an understanding of what the tool is about and how it is used. Now, in data analytics elite community, one thing about us is this: we place mastery, we place premium on mastery. We place premium on mastery. We are not about you learning all the skills, learning about all the tools. We want to learn Excel, Power BI, Python within 6 weeks. Well, maybe it's possible in some clients, but for us in Data Analytics Elite, we are about mastery. So if you are learning Excel, learn Excel and learn it very well. I mean, deeply, such that any question, anything that come up in Excel, you can beat your chest and say, I know Excel. That is what we are about. So we always encourage our participants. You might have to take maybe 2 or 3 weeks or 3 months in Excel. Build real confidence using Excel. And when you have mastered Excel to a level, you can then make a progression to Power BI, the data visualization tool, Power BI or Tableau, then you also take time to learn it. Now, let me say this, becoming a data analyst is a journey. It's a journey, and what you should focus more is your own end goal, not the noise of the market. Because at the end of the day, if you go for programs where they try to do crash course and then they put everything in 6 weeks, what we find out most times is that people are confused. Yes, you have idea about the tools, but you have not mastered. You cannot even apply those tools. So in data analytics Elite, what we are about is mastery. So that is why we encourage our participants, take the tool one at a time. Take the tool one at a time. Learn the tool one at a time. Take the Excel, learn it deeply. Take Power BI, learn it deeply. And if for any reason you are a newbie in this place, a beginner, you don't have any clue and you want to start, you are in the right place. Our academy are there to support you. We have a team of seasoned tutors and trainers, professionals in their own right, who will take you through. And then we have mentors who will guide you. You can be sure that going through any of our training academy, you will not remain the same. And then you can beat your chest that, yes, I know this too. So that is what the Build Data project is all about. So like I said, very soon now, we'll be breaking into the different groups where we are going to be given a data set, and then we'll form teams within our WhatsApp group. And then within that team, we'll now work on the data set and come up with interesting dashboards, interesting insights and recommendations. How exactly you are going to perform as a data analyst in the real world scenario. So that is what we are about. And then at this point, quickly, I want to appreciate everyone that participated in our June edition of the Data Analytics Elite. Like I said earlier, we're about mastery. So what we did for the month of June was to place our participants on the learning program for them to learn a particular course to solidify their knowledge and then solidify their skills. And so in not too long from now, they're going to make a presentation of what they learned from that experience. What they learned from that experience, they're going to be making presentation to us. And then, of course, I'm sure it's going to be another time for us to learn also. Yes, Adekule Ibukun, I can see your answer. Do you have a question for me?
Yes, please. Thank you. This is my like second week of joining the community basically, and
All right.
in the month of June, I didn't participate in the training program, but on the other side, I've been learning Python online courses. I had online courses that I bought. I've been skilling myself in that regard. So I want to ask, for this Build Data project, since we're going to be segmenting ourselves into groups, for those of us that have not mastered the skills, are we going to be given the opportunity to join the group and learn while the project is being built, or is it just for people that have mastered the old skills?
Yes, definitely you'll be allowed to join the team. Like I said, within the team, you're going to have different people at different levels of mastery, right? So, but what is important is that you have a basic understanding or knowledge of what the tool is about and how it is used. Iramide, you can please say something to that also.
All right, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone, once again. All right, so regarding the question, right, you are still learning Python, right? You've not done any project in Python, you've not done any assignment. Watching an online video is not like taking a course that has like a structured curriculum for your learning. Do you understand? So I won't advise you to join the Python course because there's some things that people that they are going to be talking about that are going to be entirely new to you. And then you will be lost in the whole conversation. And with that, you won't be able to continue with the group, right? So go for the ones that you are confident about, right? If you are not sure about a particular tool, if you know Excel and then you're not confident about your Power BI skill, take a Power BI course first, right? I see You just started learning Python. So take a Python course. Our Python course is starting 28th of July. So take that one first. Do you understand? Take a full Python course. Train yourself in Python before you build projects in Python so that you don't drag other people down. Like Thomason said, right? In build data projects, nobody is coming to teach you maybe what for loop does, what do while loop does, or what some conditional statement does. It's expected that you should know some things already, you should have done some things, no matter how little it is in Python. Not that you are just still learning and you are watching YouTube videos. If it was that you've
No,
taken a Python course with
actually,
maybe
I'm not watching YouTube videos. Sorry, I have a course online that I paid for, which I've been doing some homework, which gives homework and assignment as well. The for
yeah,
loop, the
what's the name of the
conditional
course?
for Purple. Um, I bought the course
All
of
right.
Purple and Data Quest as well.
Okay, what I would suggest is finish that course first. When you are done with the course, then you can now test your knowledge of Python with build data projects in Python. So for now, you might want to go for the skills that you are comfortable with. That you can beat your chest that come rain, come sunshine, I can build projects in this particular tool. Right? The Python course, you are still learning. Finish your learning before you build project with it. Is that understandable, Mr. Ibuko?
Yes, thank you
All
very
right,
much.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Irimide, for that clarification. I'm sure, Mr. Ibukun, you're excited by that question. Okay. Yeah, well, yes. Sometimes learning data analysis can be quite tasking, and that is why for us at Data Light, we believe in the power of community. I believe in the power of community, and so yes, you are in the right place, you're in a good place, and then we'll do our best to help you do your learning and then get on the way. Okay, so like I said earlier, in the month of June, what we had was courses. We gave our participant courses for them to go and do, for them to again strengthen their knowledge and strengthen their skills. And so I want to be sure that they are on this call. I want to be sure that they are on this call. So if you are for Power BI, you have a Power BI and you participated last month, I hope we are ready for our presentation. I hope you are ready for our presentation. And before that comes up, I'm going to yield the microphone now to Iremide, who is going to take us through one or two things, and then after that we'll have the presentation, and then from that, after the presentations, we then go on to our different groups. All right, Iremide, you have the microphone now.
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity once again. I hope you can see me. Yes. All right. So I really want to address some things that I've noticed. Please, can you confirm you can hear me?
Loud and clear, loud and clear, loud
All
and
right,
clear.
great. So I want to address some challenges and some issues that I noticed with the Build Data project. Currently, the Build Data project is 4 months old. We started in March, and this is how far we've come. Thanks to everyone in the community, and special thanks to the team members who are working day and night to ensure that the right things are being done, and also to our mentors who are helping us give feedback to the project that has been done from the Build Data project, right? So here are some challenges that I noticed, right? Number one, lack of attention to details. So I have a list of challenges and I'll break them down very quickly. In 10 minutes, I'll be done. Lack of attention to details. So when I know in your CVs, right, we write these things. I'm attentive to details, but are you really attentive to details? Because when you give instruction, you give a guideline. This is the project work. This is what you need to do. These are the instructions behind it. People still come back and ask questions like, and you're like, did you read? Did you like pay attention to the instruction? So please, whether in our personal life, as we carry on things in our professions, let's be attentive to details between the lines. Let's read and let's read properly, right? And secondly, not open to changes. So we said this is build data project, and then in June, that was last month, we saw the limitations of some of the groups, those that build in March, April, and May. And we are like, we need to help these guys, right? I don't want to sell a course to you to say, oh, take a course because I saw your limitations. And we're like, let's give them an online course that will bridge that limitations. But some people are still on, they want to build projects. You want to build projects and you don't even know what you're building. We've seen the things you build in March. We saw in April. We saw in May. And then we can see the problem. And we're trying to help you get knowledge so that you can build project well. You can build project properly. But there was this not being open to change. Like you want to build project. Why? Like for me, it's like, why do you want to build project when you don't even know what you're building? You're not even building it the right way. So let's be open to changes, right? So as a team here, our goal is to help you, right? And we'll do everything in our capacity to ensure that we provide value and quality training to you at every time. So if we've built for a while and then we are seeing the dynamics of the project that is being presented, we can say, oh, this particular month, we don't have to build project. Let's take a course. Let's learn something new. This is the area that the team lack. So let's give them a course to help them bridge the area that they lack, so that the next one they will do, they will build better, right? So we're not just building project for just building sake. This project is meant to expand your capacity in data analytics. I know very soon Data Fest, we're going to have Data Fest in Lagos. And you see a lot of people, some people, the hackathon is already ongoing, some people come and present. Like, I want to build, like we are still starting, but I want to build a team in build data project that we can confidently go for international hackathons. And either we are coming as first place or second place. That is the goal. So we want to build people that are really grounded in these data analytics skills. So we are not just here to joke. Month on month, when we come here, it's not just to build product and build anyhow, and then you go after them. No. So let's pay attention to details, because very soon we'll be collecting some people and say, oh, there's this hackathon, first place is maybe $10,000, second place, and then we want to ensure that, we get to first place. Fine, we might be going in the name of DAE Airlight, but the money and the honor still comes back to you, right? And it can only happen from what we are doing here. So we are not visionless by what we are doing. I really want you to know we are not visionless, and we are not just wasting our time. So if you want to be a part of this team, be a part of this team. If you don't want to be a part of this team, it's fine for you to leave the call, right? So you have to be open to changes. We see the things that happen, and then our goal is to help you. And the third thing is, people cannot invest a little in their career. I really don't know, but I really want to address that, and I call that a poverty mindset. We need to cast that out from our community. We had a course, and some of the course require that you pay $10 to get a certification. Fine, it was like from courses in that platform. If you're able to finish in 10 days, you might get a certification for free. But then the certification is for $75, and because you finish within 10 days, they slash the price for you to pay $10. $10 is 15,000 naira. I don't think that is too much of an investment for you to invest. But people are throwing tantrums and saying they ask us to pay, is not free. Please, little investment in this tech career goes a very long way. Those that you see in Paystack, Flutterwave, Microsoft, Google, please, it's not free cost that they all took. Let us be guided. Some of them know how much they invest into their learning and development every month, how much they invest in training. So if you can't invest anything, no matter how little it is, to your own career development, you are waiting for free course every time. And that's why I keep jumping from community to community. The same people we have in DAE Airlight are the same people in one Taekwondo academy, are the same. You keep jumping from one community to community without vision. Please, that has to stop. right? We need to be comfortable to invest a little. We have not asked for too much that you can bear. So $10, 15,000 naira is not too much for you to invest. Our course in DALite costs 50,000 naira. If you don't want to take it, it's fine. If you want to go somewhere else that they'll give you free, and then you still come back and come and be asking me what is Python, then go ahead. It's up to you. But the only difference will be in a matter of time, right? In 1 year time, how would your career have grown? Or will you still be in the same level, looking for free courses up and down? Or will you take charge of your career and pay a little fee, make a little investment to push your career forward? Those that are earning million in tech is not based on free course. So if you keep waiting for your career to grow on free courses here and there, you may have to wait a long time. And I really tell you, you're not really a part of us, right? And also, a lot of people belittle their skills and ability. A lot of people belittle their skills and ability. You know Excel, you know Power BI, you know SQL. Still, when it comes to speaking boldly about what you know, you are still not sure. But you know this thing. Why don't you take charge? See, the people out there, so we actually had our soft skill. Was it last week we had soft skill? And the guy that was speaking, the guy was like, the presentation was amazing. For those of you that were on the call, it was an amazing presentation. And Mr. Thomason said something. He said, the guy needs to have a YouTube channel to really discuss about this thing. But the response of the guy, like I myself, I was looking at, let me find a way to bring this guy on board, and let's see how we can apply his knowledge to what we do in DALite. But his response put me off. It was like, he doesn't think he's capable enough. Like for me, that was a no-no. I'm not going to work with somebody that is not sure of their capacity and ability. So please, whatever it is that you know, that's why I will tell you that in DALite, we don't do combo courses. Take your time, learn Excel and know it well. Take your time, learn Power BI and know it well, so that you can be confident about it any day, anytime. To say, I know this thing and I know it well, right? So whatever it is that we are doing, that's why we have this project also, to help us get grounded in what we do. You can't build 2 projects in DALite and still be unsure of your capacity. It's very wrong. It's very, very wrong. The people out there that you see them on LinkedIn and you're staining them and say, this person is good. Sincerely, they don't know more than you. Some of them, when you work closely with, it's because you're seeing them from afar. They look like big people. When you work with them closely, you realize that you know a whole lot than them. But what's the difference? They have the confidence to share the little they know. While you, even the much you know, right? You don't have the confidence, right? The Bible says that the one that has much will be taken away from him, right? It's the one that you have, but you're not using it. It will be taken away from you and given to somebody that is utilizing it. So whatever it is you are doing, don't belittle your skills and ability. Some of you are meant to jump on as a team member in build data projects and not to be coming to build project, because your skill level is really that you are really skilled, but then you keep putting yourself down. A lot of you are looking for internship jobs when you should be applying for a data analytics full-time role. Imagine I've spent like 8 years as a salesman, maybe a sales supervisor, and now I've learned data analytics, right? Why should I be looking for a data analytics intern job? For what? I should be looking for a managerial job role as a data analyst, maybe as a sales analyst, not to go back in my career by 5 years. And that's what a lot of you keep doing, right? Maybe because you are in operations, you are in logistics, and then now you've learned data analytics, you feel like to really be in this tech team, you have to start from internship. Please, whoever advised you to do that, advised you wrongly. You have to move forward in your career, not go backward. So please, let's do right. Let's not belittle our skills and ability. You know what you know, and you are skilled. Take charge of the room. When you want to speak, speak with boldness, speak with your full chest. Be confident about what you know. Even if it's only Excel you know, say that Excel like your life depends on it. I currently have a friend, his name is Fasil. He was part of the community. He was part of our Fasil for Power BI. When Microsoft Fabric came out, it was really, enthusiastic about the old Fabric thing. From there, he became a fabric instructor for Lagos Fabric Community. Now he's having his Microsoft Most Valuable Professional Award just by Microsoft Fabric only, because he's speaking and he's speaking with his full chest. Does he know everything about fabric? No. Is he willing to learn? Yes. Is he confident about the little he knows? Yes. So you need to step out. A lot of you need to step out. Enough of you hiding behind the blanks of I'm not good enough, I don't know this, no. We've heard all those ones. Now we want to see what you're capable of, right? Build project to solidify your skill so that you can beat your chest and talk about it anywhere. And also, we also need to ensure that we put in excellence in what we do. Let's go the extra mile. Let's stop being comfortable because you know Excel, and then you just keep doing the basics in Excel over and over and over. When we say build data project, you don't put anything extra in what you do. Please, excellence should be a lifestyle, right? It's not optional. It's a lifestyle here. If you really want to be a part of the DAILITE community, excellence is a lifestyle, and you have to go the extra mile every time. You have to go the extra mile. Do something new. This last month you did something. Next month, do something new, right? And also, I also encourage us to pray. Some of us are also looking for jobs. You want promotions. You want this. Prayer is key. It's very important. You have to take your prayer life seriously. Speak into your future. Speak into this. As I'm learning this Excel, in the next 6 months, I'm praying for a job. The job, pray. Speak into it. Speak into what you're learning. I have knowledge. Nothing is too hard for me to understand in text. I remember when I started learning software engineering, people were like, JavaScript is the hardest. You see a lot of memes flying about JavaScript. But I told myself, is that hard one that I want? And I went for JavaScript and Node.js. Do I know it now? Yes. Is it hard? No. To those that is hard for, is hard. But for me, I have wisdom and understanding to understand JavaScript. So pray and speak into your future. It's very, very important. Speak into your future. And last but not the least, let's learn to honor people, right? Let's learn to honor people. When our mentors come on, let's learn to honor people. When people know more than us, let's give people their due honor, because it's going to help us even in our lives at work, right? What make or mark people in the tech industry sometimes is not skill, it's honor. You have a manager that is not technically inclined, and anytime he speaks, maybe he makes error, and then you have to laugh. And especially the Gen Z, you have to behave in a way that is irrational or not right, because you feel that you are in tech, he is not in tech. Please let us get our act right. Like soft skill, our character is very important. That is what keeps you in an organization. For me, every organization I've been in, my interpersonal skills is what keeps me in the organization, not my technical knowledge. It's my skill, the way I relate with people, the way I honor people, no matter who you are. If you come across me, I will always give you your due honor. So let's learn to honor people, whether small or big. Don't wait until I tell you that I'm a Microsoft MVP, I have the DAILITE Academy, and start giving you my biography before you not say, this guy has gone far, this guy has gone far. No. Let's make it a lifestyle. Anyone you see, let's honor them, because you don't know who has the key to that next level that you're going to. Right? You don't know who. I've seen people that will be like, the person that brought me my next big gig was my driver, was my gate man. So let's learn to honor people. Let's not take pride in, I know tech, you don't know tech, because I've really seen this thing happen over and over. People taking pride in something that is not meant to be. Like, it's just trivial. It's not that deep, right? Tech, glory be to God. They can also learn it and know it. But what differentiates you with other people in tech is your character, your interpersonal skills, how you relate with people, how you honor people, how you respect people, right? So basically, that's the end of my conversation. And I'd like us to know, when we join these groups, you have to decide. You can't join two tools. You can't do Excel and Python. You can only do one. So if you feel you're comfortable with Excel, go for the Excel. If you want to build project in Power BI, go for Power BI. If you want to do SQL, go for SQL. If you want to do Tableau, go for Tableau. If you want to do Python, go for Python.
Don't try to do Excel and Power BI, because when we find out, we'll remove you from the two groups. Like I said, attention to details. Please, let's pay attention to what I'm saying right now, because some people will still fall victim of this. So let's pay attention. You can only join 1, 2 at a time. And after joining the group, you'll be grouped together. Please, let's learn to collaborate with each other and work together. Let's not work in isolation. This thing of competing, I know more than you, please, it has to stop. We have to learn to collaborate. Whatever you know, I don't know, let me learn from you. Whatever I know, you don't know, learn from me. Let's work together as a team. Don't try to work in isolation. Because then we'll be like, my team did not do this. Please, let's be a leader. Let's learn to gather people around and collaborate and work. And let's get things done. But that's the only way we can solve problems. You can't solve problems in isolation. You can't go far with a problem solving. But then when you solve as a team, you have different perspectives to a particular problem. It gives you deeper knowledge and deeper understanding. So let's learn to collaborate and work together. Aside the grouping that happens, please, if after you've been grouped and the parade has started, anyone that is not active in your group, please tag them in the group. Let us know this person is not active so that we can take them out. We don't need inactive people. We have where we are going, and we want to go only with the right people. We don't want crowd. We don't want people. We don't want the masses. If we are going with 10 people, let's know we are going with 10 people. If we are going with 5, let us know that we are going with 5, and then they are strong 5. That there can be an international hackathon, and I'll boldly put the names of these 5 people and say they will represent well. So please, if we know we'll not be serious about these things, if our schedule does not permit, you can always come back, right? This thing is here to stay. Beautiful that's come to stay, and it's going to happen every first Saturday of the month. So if you feel this month you are busy, you don't have to join any of the groups. Just come back next month when you feel that you have more time. Don't drag people down. Don't join groups and then start giving excuses, right? So it's very important for us to look at these challenges, because I'll be checking again in the month of July, and I'll be taking note of things that happen and to see if we've really taken note of everything that have been listed here, or we still didn't pay attention to details. Thank you very much. You have the floor, Mr. Thomason. Thank you very much.
Yeah. There you have it. There, that's Iremide Olatunji. Yes, she has said so much. And I believe we have picked 1 or 2 things from what she has said, and then that will influence, and then how we go on with the project and with the work going forward. All right. So because of time, we are not going to be you're just going to go straight to other things. So I want to confirm, for those that participated in the month of June, yes, you took the course and then you followed the instruction of coming up with a presentation of your learnings. And then the instruction is that on this call, you're going to make a presentation to us of your learnings. If you're on the call, can you please signify by raising your hand? Let me know. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Another person, and yes, Kirana Kaila. Okay, so I'm just going to let me confirm. Are we from the same group or different groups? Okay, so with different 2 groups. That's good. That's good. All right. So without wasting time, I'll go with the first person. So Olatobi.
Mr. Tominsin.
Yes, please, Jamil.
Yeah, so sorry. One of our mentors joined while Idebe was speaking. That's Mrs. Onyechi.
Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Obi. Thank you very much. Could you please unmute and just greet the house, Mrs. Obi, if you're in a place where you can speak? Okay, we'll come back to that. All right, so Adebayo Ima. Okay. All right. Thank you
Mic
very
check,
much.
Mr. Thomason, please.
Yes, please.
Mic check, please. While the first group is preparing for their presentation, we will start sharing the group links so that we can start adding people to it while they have their. So I will be in the chat box. Jamu, please, you can start putting up the group links. For if you want to build projects in Excel, please just check the chat box. You'll see a link for Excel. Please do not join two, just join one, right? So if it's Excel you want to use to build project, click on Excel. If you want to build project in Power BI, click on Power BI. If you want to build in SQL, click on SQL link. If you want to build in Tableau, click on the Tableau link. If you want to build in Python, click on the Python link, right? So we'll be looking at this and then we'll be accepting you in while the presentation is also ongoing simultaneously so that we do not waste too much time on this call. Mr. Adebayo, please, you can turn off your video because you're not wearing a cloth. So you can just turn it off or you have to wear a t-shirt or something. All right.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Irimide.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. So we'll be in the greeting. And please, if you were in the other Build Data Project group, please, the link has changed. So if there you joined Excel and you want to join Power BI, right? Please click on Power BI. If you joined Power BI before and now you want to build projects in SQL, please click on SQL. Do not join two groups, right? And the group has changed. Please, if you be part of our program, I'm telling you that the group has changed. So join this new group if to be a part of Build Data Project for July. Mr. Adebayo Emmanuel, please, this is the last warning. Please wear a t-shirt or turn off your video. Mr. Thomason, you have the floor.
All right, thank you very much, Remide. So like Remide has said, so we'll be getting into the groups now, and then like we've explained, I'll go over it again. You can only build projects using one tool in a month. So for this month, if it's Excel, then you join the Excel group. If it's Power BI, you join the Power BI group. If it's SQL, you join the SQL group. If it is Python, you join the Python group. If it's Tableau, you join the Tableau group. And so that you can get all of this done. So again, let me also stress this. What we are trying to do in the Build Data project is to strengthen your hands and your knowledge and your skill in the use of these tools. So what will happen when we get to that group is that we'll be divided into teams. And within that group, you will be provided a data set and a project brief of what you expected to do. And so that is going to be what you're going to work on. And then we have 2 weeks. You're going to have 2 weeks to work on the project. And then as a team, you're supposed to work as a team. And then as a team, you put together your analysis and your insight and your recommendations. You put them together as a team in a PowerPoint presentation, which you're going to submit along with the analysis file and then other requirements that will be asked of you on the group. So these are the things that we require of you. And like I said, we have mentors who you can reach out to, and then you can provide guidance if you have any question with what it is you are trying to do. So very quickly, while we are going into the groups, we are going to have presentations from people that have participated in the learning that we did in June. So like I said, what we did in June was to provide access to a course for participants to learn. And then what they're coming to do now is to share with us some of their key learnings, from the course, and then the tools that they learned from. So that's what we're going to do. And so each group is going to have 5 minutes. Each group will have 5 minutes to make presentations and then out of here in no time. All right, so Akinwale Oluwatobi, you're the first to raise your hand. I hope you are representing yourself, you're representing the group. Can you unmute your mic and then share your screen, and then you have the phone?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Toby.
Okay, you can hear me clearly, right?
Yes, clearly, you can hear you.
Thank you very much. I will stand on the existing protocol. Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm presenting for SQL Group 1 team. So please, let me just quickly share my screen, then I'll go on with the presentation. Yeah, I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's coming up. Okay, yeah, now you can see it. You can see your screen.
So the presentation on SQL training that was based on the course that was given to us to learn, and this is the table of content of the material, which entail aggregation function, joins, store procedure, view, and index. So for aggregation functions, aggregate function perform a calculation on a field or column and return a single values. That is what these functions are meant to do, is just to run a calculation on a particular column and summarize the information on that particular column. For example, the different aggregation function, we have sum. So what sum will do is just to sum all the values in the column, and sum is only particular on numeric data. Then for average too, it only works with numeric data. It calculates the mean of the values in a particular column. Then mean, what mean from the name, it just return the minimum value, and it can work on text data and also on numeric data. And for text data, it will use the ASCII table to arrange the characters, which means that capital letters have lower value compared to small case letters. Then count return the number of non-nulls value in a column, but if it's applied on the rows of a table, to just give us the number of rows in that table. So this is just a brief summary of what aggregation function does. So an example of an aggregation function XOR is select average salary from employees. Assuming we have a particular table called employees, I want to calculate the average salary of the employees in that table. So we can just use select average salary from employees, and to just give us the value for the average salary. And if we're not trying to like aggregate with a particular column in view, the second example here says select department average salary from employees, then group by department. That is, it will calculate the average for, it will first divide the data set in that table by each department, and then calculate the average of each department and return the average of each department with the name of the department. So that's just what this second example is doing. That's why it has a group by clause to group the data by each department and then run the aggregation for each department. Then the next is joins. Joins are used to merge information from two or more tables using common columns present in both tables. So, and the different type of join we have include inner join. So return rows with matching values in common fields present in both tables. So when we're performing inner join, the column we're using to join those two tables, the values must there must be a particular value or a column that is common in both columns, and it will just give us, it will return those rows where the values in those common fields are present. Therefore, self-join is where we're joining a table to itself and probably want to do some comparison to like check if you probably want to just do some comparison on the values of that table. But for self-join, you are joining a table to itself. Then outer join. For outer join, we have three types. We have the left join, the right join, and the outer and the full outer join. So what the left join, what it does is that it will retain all the table in the left it will return all the information in the left table and bring matching information from the right table. And the way this left and right join comes, the table in the left is usually the table in the from clause, while the table in the join clause is the table on the right. So that's what outer join is used for. Then cross join. Cross join is used to return the Cartesian product of the rows of the first table and the rows in the second table. In summary, if we have 10 rows in the first table and we have 20 rows in the second table, by the time you carry out a cross join, it will return 10 times 20, which is 200 rows. So it will like multiply the number of rows in the first table with the number of rows in the second table, and the number of rows we are now going to get at the end of the day will be 200 rows by the time you carry out cross join. So it's return Cartesian product of the rows in both tables. So going to store procedures. Now, a store procedure is a prepared SQL code that you can save and use based on the statement. Then based on the statement in the procedure and the parameter you pass, it can perform one or more multiple DML. I'm very sorry I didn't put the meaning of DML there, which is data manipulative language operation on the database and return the values, if any. So for example, to summarize what store procedure does is that provided you have a code you run frequently in the office or that is run every day, you can just create a procedure, name the procedure, and attach that code to it. And instead of typing that code manually every time, you can just execute the procedure. So procedures are just like functions that we have in Python and maybe other programming language. So procedure allows us to like create functions in SQL which you can execute. And if the function has a parameter, you just put in a parameter and it will run the code and give the result. So if you look at the example we have here, we have create procedure, get employee salary, and this place that I painted in green is optional. That is, if the code is going to have a parameter. So I just like use those hyphen to show that it's commented. But if I decide to uncomment it by removing that hyphen, it will become part of the code. So if the procedure I'm creating is going to have a parameter, then this how to put the parameter, then as customer ID, then as begin select so this is not the code that the procedure is going to do, that is to select name salary from employee where customer ID is equals to maybe where customer ID equals to that parameter that is passed in the first line if the parameter is supposed to be part of the procedure, then end, which is the third line. Then to execute the procedure, just to use this code, we say execute exec, then the name of the procedure, and if the procedure has the parameter, then this has to also put the parameter in the code. So that's just what store procedures are used for. Then views is a virtual table based on the result set of an SQL statement. So basically what views are used is also similar to store procedure too. Probably you have a complex query you are trying to execute. Instead of and you'll be using the result set every time, you can just store the result of that complex query in a view, so that next time if you want to use that view, you will not just write the query afresh. You can just call the view, query the view, and the results will come. An example of creating a view is create view employee view as select name salary, then from employee where salary is this. So these are example of how to create a view. Then example of using this is select staff from employee view. So you can see the view is not created as if it's a table in the database, but the table is not actually, whatever is in the view or the result that the view brings out is not actually stored in the database. It's not as if the code for the query was stored. Then when you query it, it will run the code and give the result. The index, lastly index. An index is a database object that improves the speed of data retrieval. So what index basically do is just to help us to retrieve information, and the effect is usually seen when the database or query has a lot of data. That's where the effect of index come to play. But for this small data set, you might not really feel the effect. An example of syntax of creating it is create cluster index, then index name on, then now write the name of the table we want to create the index, then the column that will be used for the index that will be created. So this is an example syntax of creating an index. So in summary, just as table in a database can be created, modified, and deleted, the same operation can be performed on index, view, and store procedure to alter, remove, or to remove them when they are no longer needed. That is the way we can create table, then modify the tables, and also delete them. We can also do the same thing on index. We can modify them. We can delete them, which is to drop them. Views too, we can do the same thing, and also for store procedures. So views are important for maintaining data integrity and security by providing a way to control access to specific data. So that is, we can create a view and give access to specific persons that view, so that we can. So instead of giving the user access to the whole database and the sources information we don't want the person to see, we can just create a view so that you just have a source of the data from the database and do not see the information. The store procedure helps to save frequent executed code, thereby reducing the chances of error and improving efficiency. So like maybe you have a code you run every day, instead of every day come and type the code, you can just store it in a procedure and execute it, and it will give the same result. So it helps to save time and make one more efficient. And finally, index helps to speed up data retrieval in large database, enhancing overall query performance. And thank you very much for your time. And that will be all from my group.
Thank you very much, Oluwatobi. That's an interesting presentation. I've learned from your presentation. That's very good. Thank you. Yes. I don't know if there are other groups. You can stop sharing now. Thank you very much, Toby. Any other person, any other group that have to make presentation? So if you have questions or something you want to clarify, you can just note it. When we are done with all the presentation, then we can ask the questions. And please make sure that you're already joining the groups for the different data analytics tool that you want to use: Excel, Power BI, Tableau, Python, SQL. Right. Any other person in that group that want to make their presentation at this point? Any other group that want to make their presentation at this point? Okay. Do we have anybody with questions? You can just go ahead and then ask your question in the chat box, or you can raise up your hand and then you can unmute and ask your question based on the presentation. Anyway, based on the presentation now, you have any question based on the presentation, can go ahead and then ask your question. Okay, so the interesting thing is that for last month, we had five WhatsApp groups for different tools, like we have said, and then within those WhatsApp groups, people are broken into teams, and then this is what this group on SQL, this is what they have been able to come up with. So what we gave them for June was to learn. Now, Olatobi, I'm going to ask you a question now. I'm going to ask you a question. Now, taking this course, how many days did it take you to finish the course?
It was one day. Actually, most of the concept I'm already used to it, so it didn't take me long to complete it.
All right. So, was there something that was new at this, or maybe a clarification that you learned from course?
Stock procedure was actually new to me, and I actually benefited a lot from it. I've not seen it like that. Or if I've seen it, I didn't really pay attention to it. But when I did this course, that's when I paid attention to stock procedure, and I'm kind of like seeing that it can be used like functions in other programming language. So it's a great plus for me.
All right, that's very good. That means taking the course was not in vain, right?
Yes, it wasn't. It was helpful for me.
Thank you. So that is what we're about in Data Analytics Elite. Learning is continuous, and then one thing, of course, you know about the tech space is that you just have to keep learning. There are just so many things. You might have taken a course 3 months ago, and then that's the knowledge you learned 3 months ago is what you have been working with. It's not out of place. If you take another course now, just to see what are the new things that has come up. Of course, one of the things I do personally is this: before I take a new course, I try to check when was the course published or updated. So I'm not, if a course was recorded 3 years ago, it's learning that, sitting down with that course is almost like I'm wasting my time, because obviously I won't be current learning from that course. All right, except if it's a new thing, I'm just trying to get get exposed to that tool for the first time. But if it's something that I've learned before, I know, I just want to get updated. I want to know what is the new thing that has happened. For example, if you're a Power BI user, for example, you know that Power BI, they do a monthly update of their tools, and they have documentations for all of this thing. So you want to find out, okay, so for the month of July, what's the new thing that has come up? And the one thing about the tech space is that you see people that are very versatile. They will have jumped on that new update, create a course, a video about it, and then so you just want to learn. You want to keep yourself abreast of what is happening, so that you can beat your chest that yes, I know this thing. And so that was what we did for the month of June. And then I want to appreciate Toby and everybody that was on that team. If you were in Toby's group, can you please raise up your hand? If you're in Toby's group that you did this together, can you please raise up your hand? I want to recognize you. For your hard work and then for what you have done. If you're in Toby's group and you're on this call, could you please raise up your hand? Yes, Kende Abdulaziz. Well done. That's a very good one. So yes, this is what Data Elite community is all about. We're all about continuous improvement, growth, and staying relevant in the data analysis industry. So by now, I believe that every one of us, we have already joined our groups that we want to join for the month of July. You have joined the groups that you want to build a data or build a project on. Could be Excel, could be Power BI, could be Tableau, could be Python, could be SQL. Like I've said, you can only join one group. And then you build a project using that particular tool for the month of July. So what will happen is that once you have joined the group, tonight, before the end of this evening, before the end of tonight, we'll be divided into teams. Within a group, depending on the number of people in each group, that's going to inform the number of people that will be in the team. All right. So then, once we are done with dividing us into team, you are going to be given the data set and the project brief for what the project is about. Now, let me say this now. Now, one thing about us at Data Project is the fact that we appreciate the value of our ingenuity and innovation. So in writing our project brief, one of the things we have put into consideration is that we don't want to box you into a corner and say, just work on just these questions or whatever. For everyone that is on this team, I'm sure you know something about exploratory data analysis. That is trying to look at the data set and then looking at the columns and the rows that are provided, and then you're asking yourself, because one of the things about the data analysis is the analytical thinking, ability to ask questions. So you want to ask yourself, so based on this column that has been provided, what insight can I derive? How is the relationship between column A and column B? How is column C connected to column D? What are the things? So we leave it open-ended, so to say, for you to ask questions, explore the data, ask questions, find out what can I do, what are the things that I can bring out from this data. Like I said earlier, data is like an orange. The more you squeeze it, you can bring out as much juice as possible. So our job is to sit down with the data, explore the data, and then ask questions. And then that will now guide us on the analysis that we want to do, and then the insights we're able to derive. So for us, we don't say, okay, answer these 5 questions. It's possible that the data can speak more to the 5 questions we are asking you to answer, and will have limited your ingenuity and your innovative ability by just limiting you to answering 5 questions. So it's possible that in your group you can come up with 10 different questions that you can answer based on the data that's been provided. So please, within your group, depending on the tool you want to use, explore the data, and then ask questions, and then work on the data. So that I just have to say that up front so that we know that what we expect. And then again, like I said, we expect teamwork, collaboration within ourselves. Like Irene has said, if there are people that join the group and they are not responsive, please let us know. Now, one thing we will try to do is we'll try to reach out to them to find out what is happening, and then if they will still be willing to keep up with the project for this month. Otherwise, we will drop them, and so that if it's just 2 people that are in the group, we know that it's 2 people, and then can focus on how to work on the project at hand, and then without being distracted by non-active members. Rahama, I see your hands raised up. Can you unmute and ask your question if you have a question for me? Rahama, I see your hands raised up. Okay, yeah, at this point in time, I'm going to ask our mentors, any of our mentor that is still on the group, to please unmute and then talk to us and then share one or two insights with us before we're gradually rounding up this this meeting. Okay, Bashir, ask your question.
Good afternoon. Okay. Okay, good
Okay,
afternoon. This is not a
Bashir, please hold
question.
on.
I just,
All right, okay, go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, please go ahead, Bashira.
Okay. I just want to ask, I'm in Power BI Group 3 and we've not presented.
Oh, I was asking if you still have groups I want to present, and I didn't see your hands raised up.
I didn't hear that.
Sorry.
I didn't hear.
Oh, okay. So which two did you work on?
Power BI, sir.
Bashira, which two did you work on? Which two did you take a course on?
Power BI, Power BI.
Hello, can you hear? I can't hear you. What did you say?
I said Power BI.
Okay, so are you ready for your presentation now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So while you can share your screen while you're doing that, let's welcome Mrs. Oyeyechi Obi, one of our mentors, to speak to us. Man, you have the floor.
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, everybody. So
yeah, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
I saw the presentation by the SQL people. That was a very good one. And Akinwale, congrats, you guys did very well. I don't know the beginning of the project. I don't know what actually they asked you people to do, but I would ask or suggest or prefer next time it will be better you do a project like, you get a data set, then ask some questions that you could elicit from the SQL. That would be better than repeating what you've already learned. These tools that you've learned all of them, now you're using them to answer some questions and be telling us this is how it works as a presentation would have been a better way. But like I said, I don't know what the question they were giving you or the project they were giving you to do is. But it's just my own observation and suggestion. But apart from that, you actually did well on what you did, and I'm very proud of it. Congratulations, you guys are doing well.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Obi. So, what happened for the month of June was we just took a learning course. So, just for them to learn, sharpen their skill, their knowledge, and their skills. So, they didn't work on the data sets for last month, but of course, this month we're going to work for them to do. So, yes, what you said is noted, and then we'll work on it. So, Bashira, you have 5 minutes now to make your presentation. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good day, everyone. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah, good day, everyone. So this is a presentation from a Power BI course that we took last month, and this from group 3. Yeah, the document summarizes the key insights and learnings that were gathered from the Power BI course. So the table of contents include introduction to Power BI, connecting to data sources, data modeling concepts, and DAX. So firstly, what is Power BI? Power BI is a self-service business intelligence tool which allows us to create interactive reports by connecting to various types of data sources. And the
Bashir,
components, yes, sir.
we can't see all of your screen. I don't know how it's
Yeah, I
being.
think it's part of our screen that is showing, not the entire
Yeah,
screen.
the part of your screen is broken, so we are not seeing all the content on your slide.
Oh,
Maybe you can try to reshare. I mean, you can try to present again.
okay, let me do that, please.
You are presenting from a phone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's attempt to work on it. Let's see if it will work.
Okay. How about now, sir?
Yes, we can see everything. Go ahead. Let's see.
It's better.
Okay.
It's better.
Only that is small.
My system, I'm having power issues, so I couldn't join the call using my system. Thinking it's someone else that will present. So when I didn't hear anybody from group 3, that's why I quickly decided to present.
All right, just run
Okay.
us through the learnings and then very quickly.
Okay, we deal with the components of Power BI, and there are two main components of Power BI. We have the staging area and the data visualization area, and the importance of visualizing data. So from my slide, I don't know if you can see it clearly. We can see this is a data set from an Excel file. You can see the way it's raw. So presenting it in a graphical format makes it easier to derive insights and makes it easier to interpret data, and which is crucial for data analysis. So connecting to data sources, we move to Power Query Editor, which enables us to do some data transformation and manipulation. So we went to analyzing data quality. So part of the course, we were able to see what analyzing data quality involves. So it involves assessing and ensuring the accuracy, consistency, completeness, and reliability of the data before it's used for the analysis. We also moved to row and column transformation. So we saw the row transformation versus the column transformation. So we moved to pivots and unpivot data. So we can see from the table here, pivots is kind of easier to extract and understand the data, while on pivots, it involves just the raw file and the way it's repeated. And we went to data model concepts. Can you hear me, please?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And we move to cardinality and some Power BI syntax, which are of two languages. We have the M language, which is used before the data is loaded into the data model, and also DAX, that's data analysis expression. And we move to data analysis expression and some data operators. So we checked for comparison operator, text operator, logical operator. So we saw what each of them entails. And the DAX functions, we have the logical functions, relate function, and calculated column, measures, and time intelligence function. And finally, we were able to see and understand the basic tools and requirements for Power BI. So in conclusion, we were able to master the DAX function and what it entails, and also data modeling techniques. And we've built a solid foundation for effective data analysis. So going further, we'd like to place some recommendation, which involves to keep practicing, explore advanced features, and stay engaged with the community, which is Data Analytics Elite Community. Okay, Data Analytics Global Elite Community. And with these tools and a brief of curiosity, we were able to transform raw into actionable insights. And that will be all. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Yeah, Mr. Satomi, are you there? Well, in absence of Mr. Thomason, thank you very much for presenting Basirat, Abi, if I'm right.
Yes, sir.
Basirat, thank you. Thank you for presenting. It's nice hearing from you. And I don't know if Media has something to say concerning that, and probably we'll give our mentor that is available here, Ms. Onyechi, probably a recommendation concerning what she presented. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Ms. Onyechi, are you with us, ma'am?
Yes, I'm here. She did well too. I love that. Well, I didn't hear her talking about relational creating a relationship with her. That in case you have a different tables that you're joining together, so that it will be easier for you to query the data there. I don't know. Definitely, and then also I don't think I hear when you talk about the environment of Power BI. I think they have made it up to 4 environments now. The query environment, the view, the data, and all those stuff that you have to make and master use of them so that it will be easier for you to navigate it when you are joining in. But apart from that, she did marvelously well. Bashira, you did well. Well done and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. Thank you for your insightful feedback. We really appreciate. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I think after that, sorry, some people are raising their hand. Basra are raising their hand. Up, we're on the same page. And Olado to okay, Olado to Abigail, your hand is raised.
Yeah, good afternoon, Abi. Good evening, sir.
Good
I'm
evening.
sorry to disturb. My name is Abigail. Please, concerning what Sister Iremide said, I don't know, my network was just going off and on. I have a question. She talked about I think it's certification or something, where she mentioned $10. Is there a program that will allow us to have a certification, like an international certification? Do they do that here? I don't know if you understand my question. Thank you.
Yeah, I understand your question perfectly. Thank you very much. Yeah, concerning when she was talking about this last month of June, what we did was upskilling in DAL at Build Data Project. So what we did was upskilling. We generate course for our participants. So in as much she should learn from that course. So it's from that course required them to complete it within 10 days. If you complete within 10 days, instead of you paying $75 for a certificate, you're paying $10 for that certificate. Though it's like a university course. It's a short course for a university course. So you get what I'm saying? So and it's accepted globally. So that was it as a result of people complaining that they it's not free, it's this, that. That's why she's laying that emphasis that you need to invest on yourself. You can't just pay ordinary $10, that's 15,000 just for you to earn a certificate after you've mastered the course, you understand the rudiment of the course. So that's what she was saying. And that's like a short course that we offered to what's it called, to the participants of last month. And I think this month we are embarking on a new one. And it's not gonna be cost, it's gonna be like the actual real life project. That's what we're doing this month. So probably if I don't know, I'll ask my boss as Remedy if there can be an avenue for that scenario. Instead of that, I think it would have been better if you enrolled into a data analytics light program, which is the one we are running. Our Python class is starting, I think, next 2 weeks. Then the Excel is almost ended or has already ended also. Then the Power BI and the Tableau also. So you can join the community to know or to learn more about that. Thank you. Yeah, I think your hand is still. You have a question. You can go ahead. Yeah. Yes, yes, your hand is raised. Adeyemi Yusuf. You can go ahead. Adeyemi Yusuf, your hand is raised.
Yeah, Mr. Jami,
Yes, yes, yes.
can
Good
you hear me?
afternoon.
Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you very much for your doing. Thanks to Daylight for this powerful academy and the community. I just want to say a few things about what our mentors have been saying since morning, and just to buttress some of their points. Thank you very much, Mr. Thompson, for that powerful presentation. At least today, I got to know again where I am on this journey of data, of becoming a data analyst. And when you were presenting, I was just laughing because I realized that some like 2 years ago, I was stuck in stage one. I was stuck in stage one, sincerely. And I was taking courses because I believe I'm someone that can learn on my own. I have this confidence in myself, and I've done it. So I was taking different courses. I took Coursera, I took different courses, Udemy, and believe me, I have more than 5 certifications in data analytics. And sincerely, I can still tell you that I was stuck in the stage one for so many months, in fact, for a year, until I joined an academy, until I joined the Elite. I'm not saying the Elite particularly, but we just need a structured ways of learning. And sincerely, I'm just trying to say this, but I realize that I have this growth when I join an academy where I can learn from people on where I can take their courses and it's structured. Within 6 months, I can tell you that I was able to achieve what I could not achieve more than a year. So I just want to say this to just buttress the point of some of our mentors. If you're like me, that you are a data analyst enthusiast, or you are trying to join, or you've joined, you've taken many courses from many academies. Sincerely, this is just an honest opinion. I mean, an honest advice to people coming on board, to people that are already in data analytics journey already. You can check my LinkedIn, my Twitter. You realize that I've been a data analyst for let's say 2 years. Okay, I've been a data analyst. I'm like enthusiast for 2 years. But within 6 months that I joined academy, the growth is different. You can't compare it. So the a lot of platforms we can learn, but we can never overestimate the importance of joining an academy like a DLite, where you have people you can learn from, where the learning is structured. So this is just a piece from me to my fellow people, my fellow data analysts. Thank you very much. Thanks to all our mentors. Thanks to Irimide and everyone at DLite. Thank you very much.
All right, all right, all right. Awesome. Thank you very much, Adeyemi Yusuf, for throwing more light into what we've been discussing. Thank you very much. To be honest, you need to join a community if you want to go far in the field of data analytics or even data science at large. You need to join a community, a structured one, where you have to put you to or shape your career for you, something like that. So in as much as we'll be able to navigate it and be very, very fast in your career development. So you get. So I think we my guy is around there. Mr. Thomas is back. I think he had network glitches. That's why he left the call on uninformed. So also I think at the moment we are typically done with the onboarding. But the most important thing now is that we want you all to join your respective groups. Which of the tools do you want to build your project with this July? So which one do you want? Is it Excel? Is it Power BI? Is it Tableau? Is it Python? Is it SQL? Just join the group that is on the chat box. So if you have not joined the group, endeavor to join and join through the chat. And if you can't get the link and the link to the group again, you can just let us know. So we'll paste it on the chat box again. So and at the end of that, you will come to the end of the session. Does anyone need the group link or who has not joined the group that needed the group link? Anyone? Yeah, I didn't your hand is raised.
All right, thank you very much.
Sorry, Adeyemi, say something.
No, that was a mistake. Sorry.
All right, Mr. Bright Agbo. I think your hand was raised the other time.
Yes, I just joined now. I don't have a group. I want to join a SQL group.
Okay, SQL group. Let me try and copy it and send it back. Yeah, that's the SQL group. You can join. Somebody wrote on the call that I don't have it. Okay, I want to join SQL. Okay, Raymond, for those in June cohorts, are we continuing the same group? No, no, no. All those groups have been dissolved. You have to join.
Okay, so please, for everyone that is on this call,
You are required to join this new group that is being sent. Whichever two you
yes,
want,
please.
whichever two you want to use, just join any of the group that bears that two's name. This particular one for this July, because we needed, or we needing everyone that is serious. You need the serious minded. You don't need somebody that just occupied the group and not active. You need active members. That's why we are restructuring those groups. So thank you. And also Raymond, so we to switch to the new group. Yes, we have to switch to the new group for the July. You said exec program has finished. Someone like me that just joined wants to master Excel. Where do I start from? Where? Yeah, yeah. At least you might have taken or done so. Or let me ask you, Azubike Antonia, does it mean you've not?
Mic check, Jamil. Please, can I come in there?
All right, all right,
So
all right.
if you are trying to master Excel, right, Jamil, please can you drop your contact in the chat box? Let them reach out to you. It's best they join the Excel course and take the Excel course, right? I don't think Build Data Project is the right fit for them right now. So if they are still struggling mastering Excel, I think the way to go is first to master the tool, then you can now come and then build projects with it. You understand? So our next course for Excel and Power BI is coming up soon, but for the month of July, 14th of July is SQL, 28th of July is our Python class. So if you're looking at doing SQL or Python, you might need to work towards joining this next course, right? For Excel and Power BI, the class are ending, and then the next course is going to be in August. So I think it's best for you to hold on, join our community, reach out to, take Jamil's number now, reach out to Jamil. It will give you all the information you need to know about our community and about our courses. I think that's the way to go. Don't just join the group and then you start dragging people down, and then they will do things that you don't understand, and then they now tag you as someone that is inactive. I don't think that would look good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Rimde, for making clarity on that. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
So how much is SQL and Python? So our courses are 50,000 naira. Whether it's Excel, Power BI, SQL, Tableau, Python, it
We don't
costs 50,000 naira. Thank
we
you.
don't do combo. Combo. SQL is 50,000, Python is 50,000. You don't do combo. Thank you. So I think everyone on this call has already joined their respective groups. And in absence of none, I don't know, Mr. Tomlinson, if you have something to say.
Yes, Jamil, before we go, please, Ridwan is saying he has not joined any group. Please check
Yeah,
the chat board.
let me check
the chat board, and then please make sure you join the group. The conversations will continue in the group, and like I said, from tonight you are going to be put into teams, and then from that teams, after that, you are going to be given the data set and the brief to build the data on, and then we're going to have 2 weeks, 14 days to work as a team to come up with something beautiful. All right. So thank you very much, everyone, for being a part of today's call. Yeah, Jamil.
Yeah, sorry, pardon me. One of our mentors joined so late. Yeah, Mrs. Melody. I don't know if we can give her some seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Herself.
Yes, Miss Melody, you have the floor. You can unmute your mic and then introduce yourself, and then we'd like to welcome you to the community.
Yeah, Miss Melody, you have the floor.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. You're welcome. Good evening.
This is not my first time of joining this class. I've always been at my problem is my job has not permitted me to be active. Okay. But I've been trying to follow you guys But I'm looking forward to when I've been free again to actively join you guys. But I've always joined you guys since 2 months back in this onboarding the thing, and I'm also in the group of Power BI.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm like the beginner. Okay, and stage 2, I think I've spoken or I chatted with Oramide once, and she has put me in that group. But because of my work, I've not been very active. But anytime I have opportunity, like today, I've been so busy that I just remembered that there was onboarding, and I always come online every time you have onboarding just to gain 1 or 2 things. Okay, that's
Thank
just
you very
my
much.
yes,
Uh,
yes,
thank you very much. We appreciate you joining.
yes. Thank you.
Okay, for those in June, is it the same content? Okay, June, the project of for the work for June has ended. So what we did, like I was saying, what we did in June was learning something to sharpen our skills. So this month of July, you're going to be taking a project. You're going to be working on a project for July. We're going to be working on a project for the month of July. So after now, within our respective 2 groups, you're going to be splitted into teams, and then you're going to be provided the data set and a project brief. And that is where all the conversation is going to go. So like I said, we are going to have 2 weeks, 14 days from today. So we start counting from tomorrow. In 14 days, we start counting from tomorrow. So that means that the date for submission is going to be 28th of July. Submission is going to be 28th of July. So of course, all the information about how you're going to submit is also going to be shared on the group. So we're going to get to know everything. And like I said, if you have any questions within the group, just drop it there. Our mentors are there, and then the team members are there to respond to all of our questions. On behalf of the Data Analytics LI team, Data Analytics LI community, and then the Build Projects team, I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that has been a part of today's call. I want to be sure that I want to believe that we learned 1 thing or 2 from today's session, and we are ready to go all out there, work on the project, sharpen our skills, and become better at what we do. All right. So once again, also a very big thank you. Every other conversation will go on the group. Please make sure you join the group before you leave the call. Make sure you join the group before you leave the call. In the absence of any other thing, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain for today's edition of Build Data Project. It's been an interesting and expressive conversation here with you. Thank you, everyone. And then you can please exit the call. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and then we'll see you at the other end.
Thank you.
You can get it if you really want, but you must try. Try and try. We'll succeed at last. Persecution, you must fear. In and lose, you've got to get your share. Let your mind set on a dream. You can get it, your heart is free. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try. Try and try. To succeed at last. I know it. Oh, must not stay. Opposition will come your way. The harder, the better you see. Sweeter. get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want. But you must try. Try. You succeed at last.
Thank you, everyone. So, Jamil, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye. Thank you.